find a new map and cancel out and try again if I don't get the new map. Let's get the new map, please. There we go, the new map. Okay, now as you can see, I've got 2 heavy dashes, 2 lances, and a griffin, so I'm pretty well covered. A person from my clan and I both ran the same dash with the 3 Columbus. We ran it in a phalanx together. We didn't leave each other's sides, so we were covered when our missiles were empty, and one of us would fire, but the other one would fire. And because of the heavy dash's gun placement, or weapons placement, I should say, it made it much easier to corner shoot. So we'd approach corners side by side like this, and just take a pot shot on target, of course, and then just hide. Well, I use the run to hide there, but then we wait for our rockets to reload, and we shoot again. Wouldn't want to stay out there too long though. The new dashes aren't as practically. See, that dash with the Orkans will cream this dash with Columbus, or a couple of lances, that'll do it. So I wanted to do this lance with the new heavy machine gun, but I ran out of gold, and I think that's something you need to be aware of. If you want us to test every new weapon, you gotta give us a bit more gold, because it's a little too easy to spend all my gold before getting every weapon on there. I didn't even realize I had spent all my gold and didn't get every weapon I wanted. So I'm just going to use a Thunder for this test instead of the heavy machine gun, which I did make sure that my clanmate that I ran with used to make sure we covered all the weapons. It's a point of pride that we, if we're going to test it all, and I wanted to make sure that we tested every weapon. He also had geckos, I didn't have geckos. These new medium prototype weapons, even turning sideways, I've seen almost a 90-degree turn happen, and they're still hitting. I mean, look at that. It's not corner shooting or shooting around a corner. It's pretty darn well doing it. I mean, it's close enough to be around the corner. So I love that. And getting close, the damage just increases. So bonus. Weapon. It's a fast. The light one, so it's going to be really hard to catch him with the Columbus. And Penn's Leslie. Stands still and lets me shoot him. There we go. I do like the look of the rocket systems and the way they fire. I just wish they fired more. But with the type of damage that they do at 500 meters, I don't think they need any changing. They're pretty perfect as they are, compared to what they were before, where if you blew the whole rocket load and missed completely because you're slightly out of range, then you really missed and you're really out of luck. Being able to shoot a couple, even one at a time, was just the best thing I've seen as a change in this game so far. See, I can just wait until they pop up and shoot one rocket from all four at a time. And then I can upload more than one and kill something, which is what I like best. But now for my favorite two robots in this game. The Heavy Dash with 3 new weapons. The medium weapon. So I've wanted a medium energy weapon for so long. Either trebuchet, half trebuchet, or half Zeus, and I kind of feel these are more like a half Zeus. So, just made my day to see this weapon out there. And because it can shoot around corners, I can just walk up and shoot around this corner. I absolutely kill this guy. Watch that bar go down. I don't know whether that was fair or not. I'm sure if I was getting shot like that, it would be very fair. But I don't think he was even around. I still find all the Dash prototypes to be a little too light. But on defense, like, you can kill a Dash pretty easy, even a heavy one. But I wouldn't want to lose any speed, so the balance between speed and defense is perfect. This is my favorite brawler for any configuration of robot. There's nothing better than a lance with Zeus and half Zeus's, as I like to call them. It can just destroy griffins and other robots that don't have any real shielding. A good Ansel top hat will stop it, but that's been the only issue I've had when I've been attacking. Is if it comes up against something with a good Ansel shield, it's not very effective. I don't know how many robots I killed with that one. I think it was 3, but maybe it was only 2. But I'm sure I did more damage than that. Let's watch the end of this game because I know we won. And that was the problem. It got boring because we won every game. The Blues. Now, I did play a lot of games and I made it to bronze level 2 with over 1,000 for the league, points to the league. But what I noticed is people were trying out Jessies with aphids. There's a pretty standard Gareth. A Butch with 4 tridents. And a little tiny... I forget what those ones are called. I know what they are, but I can't remember what they're called. But I mean, this isn't new. That's not a new robot. I think he's got the new pins on that one, so given me for that, but he's not trying anything new there. This guy isn't trying anything new. Oh, it's got the pins, so he is trying that. That would have been nice to try. Actually, I would like to try that, but many of these robots aren't trying anything new. And when you're testing the test server for weapons and things, you want to make sure you're actually testing. And as far as I'm concerned, there wasn't enough of that going on. Playing in a deathmatch and having it come up a draw because of this is ridiculous. I never want to see a draw in a death match. It's just not acceptable to me. You either win or you lose. Just because you have one robot and you're hiding should not earn you a draw. A lot of people would hold one robot until there was only 10 seconds left, and then bring it out. I mean, he might say that was worth a draw or a victory because nobody came and attacked him. But honestly, that's not a draw. It just isn't. Yeah, see, I'm up to a rating with 1008. So that's well inside the bronze, or bronze 1 maybe. 5 kills, 700,000. It's pretty normal. But a lot of these people were doing some very silly things. I wonder if this guy was doing it. I noticed a lot of people were running 4 robots with no weapons and just running around. To me, that's not really the spirit of any game. Why he didn't do better in 18,000 unless he froze. Yeah, bronze 2. And it said I lost, or there was a lose there. I don't know if you noticed that. But it's something I noticed. 33% victories because there were a few draws at the end there. Max winning 5 in a row. That was just today, not yesterday. 3.3 robots killed per, but it wasn't showing the average damage or the max damage. It was showing the average damage of 400,000. Anyway, I really liked everything I tried here, and running 2 of these together side by side as, I don't know, a wingman and your own guy was a deadly combination. Coming in on the right side, corner shooting around the right, and then having your wingman come up beside you and do a corner shoot was perfect. He would circle in front, I would circle behind, come back in front and shoot, and the 2 of us doing that kind of figure 8 around each other. We cut through so many at the beginning of a game that it was just amazing. But this was the most fun, and just because of the new weapon, the new prototype medium weapon, no name there. I don't know if it says anything. Energy weapon, energy arc damage depends on the distance. Yeah. Everything I knew from that. I did end up buying a lot of Terrans and replacing them with the energy weapons. Probably why I ran out of gold. But then again, I wasn't really thinking about what I had and what I needed. And I probably wasted about 10,000 of the 100,000 gold I was given. I think it was 10,000. I ended up wasting about 10% of the gold I was given. I did have other robots fought, but nothing I paid gold for. Oh, the Gareth. I tried running a Gareth, but to get shot in the back of a Gareth or Galahad was pretty much instant death. Prototype weapon. It would cut a Gareth or Galahad down and make it pop. just one of these fast I saw behind it with the weapons. One, two, three, pop. Per Galahad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pop. Bye bye Galahad. So I wasn't gonna waste money on that. I wish I'd put a heavy machine gun on this, but I didn't. This is the only thing I didn't try was the heavy machine gun. Like I said, I have tried it before, so I like the name Tempest. I found the way these work. I did somewhere. To jump left or right, and by the time they came down, the damage I suffered was minimal in the Griffin or the Dash. Having a jumping robot made all the difference with the Noricums. The Lances would get hit by them, but if you do bring death matches into the regular game, make sure that it's an option, not mandatory. Don't make a whole day of death matches. Just have it as an optional game and no draws ever. One person wins or the other. Either based on total damage or how many robots left. Or either way, I don't care as long as there's a winner. Having a draw sucks. It should never be a draw. But thank you for letting us test all these things. It's a very kind thing you do. Thank you.